What's up, guys? Let's forget to turn this up. I don't know why. Anyway, what's going on, my beloved souls, beautiful beings, grace? So, it's the 7-7 portal, and I wanted to jump on really quickly because I was feeling so many different energies. Whenever I'm on within the universe, I pick up like huge energetic shifts, and then it'll also rain wherever I'm at in the world. So yesterday it wasn't just raining, it was like lightning storm coming, heavy, quick, fast, and I'm watching it and I'm like, this is amazing. It was warm, it was delicious, it was beautiful, it was powerful, and I'm watching it all come in. But again, whenever big things are going on energetically, it always rains near me. So it wasn't just a regular rain, it was a lightning storm, right? And I mean like bow, 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 bow. So much so that I had happened to step outside, and when I came back in, my daughter was crying, and she goes, I saw the lightning flash where I thought you were, and I thought you might have gotten hit. Like, it was happening so quickly. So to me, that just meant like a lot of power was coming in, big shifts were going to be happening. And then I started feeling all these weird shifts within my body. I went from like feeling energized to just feeling like really lethargic, and then I was feeling kind of emotional, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot going on. New moon is in Cancer on Friday. The sun is in Cancer. I think we have a stellium in Cancer right now, so it makes sense that all these like emotional energies would be coming up, right? We're purging, transmuting for ourselves, for the collective, whatever. But then my chest was on fire. I mean, like pain, take a inhale, and I'm like, oh my God, like the pain you feel in your chest after you've like been sick for weeks and you've just been hacking your brains out, that kind of pain. That's what I was feeling all in my chest. And I just was like, what is that about, right? Then it went to throat chakra. So the heart chakra activations we've been aware of for a while. It's been happening since like last year. And it's being like I felt like I was being like cracked open. My chest was hurting so bad. And then coughing. And I'm like, okay, so the throat chakra is being cleared too, right? We got a lot of stuff going on, happening really quickly. But I mean, like coughing, like could not catch my breath, hacking, and out of nowhere, I went from being fine, like feeling like I had like the flu in like 5 seconds. I always call it like the energy flu when all these like ascension symptoms and stuff start to hit. But I mean, the heart chakra, chest on fire, throat chakra, hacking. And then my third eye had been itching, and it's been itching for a couple of days, but then I started getting this pounding in my head. And I'm like, okay, crown chakra. So I'm just like sitting here last night, just trying to like breathe through it all. Cause I'm like, where is all of this coming from? Like, what is going on within the collective outside of the fact that we have these major healings going on and a lot of powerful energy coming in from storm and the heart chakra and the throat chakra and the crown and all this stuff. But then I go to lay down, and the whole right side of my mouth starts hurting, right? Where you would have like a wisdom tooth, which mine was out like eons ago, and my mouth is on fire, and I'm like, what is going on? And then all my gums, and then my head, and I'm like, what is happening? What is happening, collective? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? I was so unamused. So I went from being exhausted to not being able to sleep at all, because I just had to just let all of this stuff just like shift through my body, So I'm called an Archangel Zadkiel with the violet flame. I'm called in Jesus. I called in Archangel Raphael. I was in here with all of my team of light, every being of the purest light and highest vibration that I could think of to help me get through and just shift this through so I could actually get some sleep and just let my body just do whatever needed to be done. Woke up this morning, fine. And I didn't sleep much. Had a long nap. I'll say that. Woke up, fine. Energized, vibrant, went into meditation, felt like I had a coffee, and I'm like, this is so odd. But it's awesome. So 7-7. So collective, we are clearing away a lot of stuff, and we have massive activations and chakras being realigned and reactivated. And I was also seeing a lot of answers. So if you've been feeling like I do, the Ascension symptoms, whether that's not sleeping, or pains in like your mouth or gums or teeth or any of your joints, your feet, your chest, your throat, I mean, like anything. It can literally, it can sometimes feel like a flu. It literally, that's to me like the only thing I could think of that would be comparable to what's going on, because it's not lasting that long, but it's just like a moment where your body's like, nope, you better go lay down and get it together while we integrate and activate all of these new like vibrational energies that are coming in. So yeah, and then like congestion, I was like, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Why am I congested? Why can't I breathe? Why is my chest on fire? Why do I keep coughing? Why is my head pounding? What's happening? I was so aggravated. And then I was like, all right, well, let's breathe through this. I'm going to take a shower and drink some ginger tea and get my life together. So I want to pull a card for the collective for this beautiful portal that we have coming in from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, and just see what's happening. Oh, potential. We have a new moon in Cancer on Friday, right? And new moons are all about manifestations and like planting the seeds of things that we want to come to fruition, right? So potential is huge because we live in a world of limitless possibilities, right? There's potential for everything. And if we're using this energy right now to get into alignment, right? Look at that. Powerful. I love it. Let's see what else we got coming in for you guys. Thank you, angels and guides, for being here. Beautiful team of light. What message do you have from the collective? This beautiful 774. Okay. Trust, especially if we're talking about the energy of potential, right? Because not only do you have to trust in yourself and the guidance that's coming from within you, but you also have to trust in the timing of things, right? Trust that all is really, truly well. Trust that things are happening for your highest good. Trust that there's a lot of support for you in the high realms and behind the scenes. And so just because you're not seeing everything right now, right? You planted the seeds. Trust in the timing of things. Things need time to grow, right? I love this. Thriving. Look at that energy. Look at that. Just feel that. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. I feel like Nina Simone. I love that energy. Thriving, creating joy and happiness. I love it. It feels so good, this card. And the strength. Look how tall giraffes are, right? So that really long neck, they're always seeing things from a higher perspective, right? Love it. Love it. Moon in the back too. I love that. Oh, and healing chaos. Your fear, if you look at a tornado like that, or you can remember that in the eye of the storm is where our calm is. And just because things may seem catastrophic or chaotic or like they're falling apart, understand that from that chaos, a healing is coming. You look at the butterflies, right? None of them are flooded. There's no feeling of like fear. They're most beautiful, beautiful selves. That chaos, that trauma, that abuse, that pain, everything that you've gone through that has made you feel broken, that has made you feel alone and scared and frightened, that has had you doubting yourself and not trusting yourself. All of that has helped to hone you and to make you who you are today. And you're coming out of that time. You're transforming out of that time into your best self. You're letting your wings expand. I love that. Sorry. As soon as I started the reading, I felt a gateway card wanted to come out. So I don't know why that feels so urgent, but it does. But okay. I trust the messages I receive from my heart, right? You see that? So like I said, there's been huge heart chakra activations and healing going on at this time. And it's time for you to tap in and to trust in the messages, trust in the timing, trust in coming together, right? Like, it's like looking at a puzzle, right? And we start and we have all these jagged little pieces, but then we start on the outside and you start getting the corners together and you start getting the straight parts together. Then everything starts to come together and you start to fill in the blanks, right? You don't always see everything at the beginning. You don't always see everything at the beginning. God forbid you should lose the freaking box, right? You don't even know what you're looking at. But as things are coming together and as you're putting more and more time and more effort into it and the pieces are coming together, then it all makes sense. And then it's like, And then once you start to see it, it makes it easier and really tap into your heart. Take this time right now to reflect on all that you've been through and all that you've just come out of, right? Last year was a pretty rocky for a lot of the world, right? Some of us were good with the let's be inside and away from people because we're kind of empathic. But for a lot of people, it was really, really hard. It was really traumatic. You just had your whole life change. People were losing their homes and their jobs and their whole ways of thinking and looking at the world as being transformed like right before their eyes, right? And it can feel really scary. It can feel really chaotic, as all change does. But we've also seen a lot of people come out of that with like, we want to teach and just exploring their own talents. There's a ton of people just writing those books and, just taking a chance on themselves, right? Because during that time, we were able to see the potential of a life that wasn't chaotic and busy and frantic and about living for someone else. We were able to remember what was important, right? We were able to go with the houses and just see where we're at, right? Take stock of where we're at. And you're in a point right now where you're going to start to see things, right? From a higher perspective. You're going to start to see that all the pieces are coming together. You're going to start living from the space from your heart and you're thriving and you're vibrant. And it's like, there's just no stopping you, right? Look at it. Look at it. It's all the support from the higher realms and it's you just standing there shining and glowing and just being dynamic and being delicious and being wonderful. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. Let's see if anything else wants to come out from the gate. So, I love it. Look, shining, glowing, right? And look, coming into power. I step into my power boldly and confidently. You literally can't make this up. There's so much potential before you. And you just have to remember that, right? It's like, what do I want? Okay, why? What and why? Get to your whys. Get to your whys. Hardest part for me in manifestation was like, all right, what do you want and why? Why? Like, dig down deep. Dig down deep. Stand in your power. It's your time to thrive. And there's so much potential for you out there. You just have to trust in the timing of things and trust in yourself at this time. The portals are being opened, we're being healed. Your heart is being healed. Your throat chakra is being healed. A lot of psychic gifts are coming online as our crown chakras are being healed. And I don't mean just those of us that are empathic, that are picking up on the energies of the collective. Like, people are coming together for like the greater good of the community, right? We saw a lot of that during COVID, where people were really stepping up and helping each other out and neighbors were being neighborly again, right? That whole energy. So with this beautiful portal that's opening and all the healing that's transpiring, and as we're clearing away the clutter, right? We're clearing away anything that's not serving our greatest good in our hearts. We're clearing away anything that's blocking us from speaking our truth. We're clearing throughout this lifetime that held us back, that made us limited, that had us fearful and scared, and you know, it was time to step away from all of that and to remember who you are. Go into your heart. Remember, like, what feels good in your heart? What brings you joy? Every day I just go, you know what? Today I'm gonna feel good, and I'm gonna let the universe like delight and surprise me. And I'm like, cool, now let me go about my day and do what I gotta do and see where the magic is gonna happen. It's a choice to be joyful, right? It's a choice to see the glass as half full or half empty, or however you want to look at life. Like, literally just be happy. What does that look like to you? What does being happy look like to you? Not to your mom, not to your husband, not to your dad, not to your kids. Like, overall lifetime happiness, where you have to like dream of, I don't know, your ultimate home, car, whatever. I'm talking about literally like, what is just like a good Wednesday, woke Wednesday? What does a good Wednesday look like to you? You know, like, wow, I got up and got to sleep in, and it was so quiet, and my bed felt so good, and you know, I had the best shower, and then I had this really amazing breakfast at this cute little diner that I just found, and they had the best coffee. Like, write it out. I have a ton of freaking composition books all over the house. All over the house. Books, journals, everywhere. Everywhere. Why? Write it down. I script my day. I choose to feel good. And I make that my choice when I wake up in the morning. I wake up in the morning. Thank you, Most High, for giving me another day. Thank you for waking my kids up today. We're going to have a really good day. And then we start. But I started like that. Thank you. We're going to have a really good day. We're going to start it like that. And then I'll shift it. And yeah, life is going to happen. Like, you have to do shit. You got to go food shopping. You got to do the laundry. You got to clean your house. Like, all right. Be grateful that you have a home to clean. Right? Cook the food. Be grateful that you have food in your home. Be grateful you have food. Be grateful you have water. Like, literally, the little things start to build up, and then you start seeing, like, yeah, life is pretty dope. It is, like, beginning, you know, life is working for me. And just be open to it and receive, because, baby, coming into your power, it's lit. I love it. Just don't forget, it is truly well. All is well. The potentials are limitless, right? Anyway, I'm sure you heard my stomach growling, so I'm gonna go eat. So I don't sound like a beast. I love you guys. Thank you always for being here with me. I love you. Thanks for coming out. Laters.